I'm sure you all know how to count, but let's learn the numbers in Karen. Let's start from 0. Wa, the, ki, the, lui, ye, hu, nui, ho, kui, the chi the, the chi ki, the chi the chi lui, the chi ye, the chi hu, the chi nui, the chi ho, the chi kui, ki chi, the chi, lui chi, ye chi, hu chi, nui chi, ho chi, kui chi, ya. But if you're talking about money, then 100 is actually the po, the to. And for money, it's the ma. The hundreds and the single thousands are the only ones with exceptions when it comes to money. The ma for 1,000, the po for 100, ki po 200, ki ma 2,000. Let's move on. The la, the lo, the kwe, the bo. It's not uncommon for people to say 10 million as akwe chi and 100 million as akwe ya. So with that being the case, and since we don't have a word for billion, why not just use bo or kabo for billion? I think that would be useful. Languages change, so who knows? So to say the number for this year, 2025, kikito kichi ye. And to say the year for when the Korean Revolution started, 1949, Dogto Quigya Luichi Kui. To say the amount of dollars I have in my account, it's the po. So now that we know the numbers, let's learn about something called numeral classifiers. Numeral classifiers are words in some languages, like Korean, that are used to categorize nouns when they are used or to be counted with numerals. So instead of directly saying 3 people, we would actually say 3, then the classifier for people. English doesn't have this, but something similar happens when we use measure phrases. Like for example, 2 pounds of gold, 2 bottles of water. So the pound and the gold here are kind of like units. They categorize or classify maybe the shape, weight, or some kind of form of that noun. These numeral classifiers are essential to making correct numeral expressions, and they are obligatory in Korean. A classifier is chosen based on the noun's category: animal, human, inanimate, things like that, etc. And the formula generally works like this. It's noun plus number, then classifier. So for example, bra is the word for people or person, and then ra is the classifier for people. I should make a note that for one classifier of anything, instead of the number the, you use the without the a. So one person is bra de. 2 people, bra kiga. The rest are normal. Bra thega, bra luiga. So let's learn another classifier. The next classifier is de. Okay, this is used to classify animals with 4 limbs. So for example, dog is tweet. So tweet the de. Okay. Cats, famio ki de. Rabbits, bade the de. Pretty simple, right? Now remember, these classifiers contain information about size, shape, form, whatever of that noun is. So when I say something like twimo kidu, I'm talking about two female dogs, literally. But if I changed the do to ra, which classifies people, and I said twimo kiga, that actually means two. You get the idea. So now let's learn a classifier that's a little bit more versatile. Bit. Okay? This is generally used to classify things that are flat, like books and pictures and maps. But we also use it to classify countries, birds, and fishes. Li, the bit, one book. Dago, ki bit, two pictures. Tiko, the bit, three countries. Nya, lui bit, four fish. To, ye bit, five birds. By the way, once the noun is established or understood among the speakers, you can generally omit them. So for example, if someone were to ask you, Nakapa lipwe bile, how many books are you going to read? Now, because book is already established, you can just reply, Kibit, two books. Kibit, two flat objects, which you know, as the other person know, you're talking about books. You must include the classifier though. Never forget that. Don't omit the classifier. Now here is the interesting part. When you use a classifier with a number that is 10 or multiples of 10, after that, the formula changes slightly. So instead of noun plus number plus classifier, it is now noun plus a classifier, then the number. So for example, 10 people would be pwa, aga, the chi. 100 dogs would be tui, adu, the gaya. And 1,000 birds would be to, a bit, the to. So now you know numbers and classifiers. W.